Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders, the great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kaya from GMS Indianapolis, branch of Indiana. The original Gary campus, GMS, it will not tarry too. And based off of that CEO of that insurance company, I just wanted to add a little 2 cents. Lord willing is edifying. So I watched this earlier, this channel, the Next News Network. The guy, Gary Franchi, he was going into it. And let me bring the comments up too. Exactly. See, look at the first comment. It says he was murdered for a reason. He knew something that some people didn't want to get out. You know, because a lot of people was giving their opinion. You know, most of the comments, most of the opinions was people like, yeah, let's, yeah, that's what he get. That's what he deserve. You know, they was robbing the people, you know, and this, that, and the third. They was stealing all type of money, which is true. And that's scriptural too. Let me see. I'll grab that. This is true, you know, somewhat of a prelude. 2 Ezra 15 and 16. I'm starting at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. The word nigh means near. All right. So before all hell break loose, before it's total pandemonium, you're gonna have, you know, situations like these. It's gonna be bizarre. You know, you see Joe Biden's son got pardoned. And he smoked crack on camera. As many so-called black people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans locked up. You saw the prison rate increase by 100% from the 90s due to the crime bill with the war on drugs, right? So you got all these type of things that's boiling the people up, man. It's boiling over. People getting riled up. It says, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, race wars, class wars, gender wars, right? And swords in their hands. So they ain't just going to be fighting, right? They're going to have weapons. The modern day sword is the gun. For there shall be sedition among men, seditionists, uproars and uprisings, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, like when Barack Obama tried to scold so-called black men, right? Didn't nobody pay him no attention, right? And it's gonna get even worse. Ain't nobody gonna pay attention to their rulers. They gonna lump all the rulers, all the leaders, right? Presidents, governors, mayors. They gonna lump them up in one bunch. You know, it's gonna be the rich versus the poor, the wealthy versus the working class. You know, the rulers versus the common people. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So people going to plan on do something and they're going to carry it out. The fear of going to jail ain't going to stop them. So that is true. Okay. But also, on the other hand, in regard to this situation, it's deeper than that. Because that guy, he ain't a part of the super elite. All right. He part of the super wealthy. You know, he got money. But it's rumored that he was going to tell on the big fish. He was going to tell on the big wigs. That's why he got assassinated, right? That's why they say it was a hit. Now I'm doing this lesson, and some of these points I bring out is all alleged. It's all alleged, right? Until the actual information come out. But it's not far fetched because what? This is the modus operandi of Esau Edom. Because it was supposed to be like some inside trading going on and everybody was making money, right? Everybody was profiting. And then supposedly he was in this meeting. He was about to tell. He was about to name names. He was about to drop names. All right. So let me grab, let me see, Isaiah. 13:1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. This high mountain is America. All right. Mountains represent governments, kingdoms, and the banner, it represents this truth. All right. Matter of fact, the true knowledge of the Bible, because everything's in it. Let me see. Psalm 60:4. It says, Psalm 60:3. Thou hast showed thy people hard things. Yeah, we be catching hell, man. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee. So even though this going on, those that fear the Lord got a banner. A banner is something to rally behind. A position of defense. All right. Nas, something lifted up, standard, signal, pole, ensign, banner. Yeah, when you go to war, you will have a banner. All right. And when the going gets tough and the fighting gets thick, all right, you would rally behind the banner, and that would be the position you would fight from. You see it raised up, you hear that horn blast, or whatever fighting you doing in whatever area, you cut your man down. You know what I mean? I'm giving the analogy. I'm not telling you to do it physically, but you will handle whatever that business in there. You make your way behind the banner, and that's the position you fight from. And that's the position we fight from, but from behind the truth. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual. Okay? It says, thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. All right? So back into Isaiah 13, it says, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand. When your parent pointing that finger at you, shaking the hand, that represents you getting rebuked, because what you're doing ain't right. That they may go into the gates of the nobles. All right, because that's who the culprit. All right, that's who the ultimate culprit, the nobles, the leaders, the rulers, and the present day nobles would be the super elite, the Rothschilds, those banking families, those JEW-ish families. All right. As the saying go, you want to know who's ruling, then figure out who you can't talk about. You can say nigga with impunity, right? But let you point out facts about people that's bombing people, all right? That got all the money, that's poisoning the food and the air, and that's putting the you know what I mean. I'm talking to those in the know. And just to bring out a point in that insurance, what was it called? Something United. Let me see if it's in the comments. Yeah, but this particular insurance agency, right? There's all type of stuff going on. You see that word right here in this comment? Since it's from Just Me. Since COVID. I've lost all confidence in the medical industry, doctors, nurses, hospitals, all of them. And they was doing something with the people taking those SHOTS. It was something regarding that. All right. What was it? Something United, Healthcare United. I can't think of it right now. Look, these people still putting their trust in this place. We need a strong attorney general, man. Everybody in on it, bro. Like, come on. Yeah, United Health. The insiders of United Health must have shorted the stock before Pelosi got a chance to sell her stock. Yeah, it was inside trading. All right, and he was about to blow the whistle. Now, also, it was purported that they had a AI algorithm that automatically denied 90% of the people. All right, so here it is. You got people paying into this insurance, and when they need it, they don't got access to it. And that's been going on, especially with the so-called black community. I mentioned in a lesson before, that's already ingrained into the so-called black community about getting denied disability a couple times before you get it. Like I said before, I remember my grandmother, when she got sick, was having strokes and heart attacks and couldn't work, and was going back to work and having strokes and heart attacks on the job and applying for disability, And I remember the conversations. her peers around her age telling us, well, you're going to get denied the first couple of times, but you got to do this and you got to do that and say that. You see, it used to be words, like the way you write up your form, or the way you address it, and you had to get people to help you, and they had the right words that'll bring your case to the forefront. Now Esau, he got the whole algorithm set up where you automatically getting denied. They probably factoring in your race, your name. Well, ain't no probably to it. That's what they doing. All right, your race, your name, where you're from, your license plate, your neighborhood, even your license plate. The police, they can tell by I think it's the last 3 or the last 4 digits of your license plate what neighborhood you live in, right? So let me see. Let me grab Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, a decree is a law, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, all these laws is grievous, man. They just weighing the people out, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. Like I seen a meme or something like that. It said, "You're not poor, you're getting robbed." All right, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yep, a famous case with when I hear this scripture, I think about the case of Malcolm X. His father was the way the report goes, was a dignified man, had a little money, was trying to do right by his people, had insurance policies, right? And when he died, his family was swindled by the insurance policy, man. It drove his mother crazy. They didn't eat pork, so she was feeding them, dandelions, which dandelions is healthy, man, the greens of it. And, they was making fun of him at school. Y'all eating fried grass, and she went crazy or whatever. But they got totally scammed by the insurance agency, man. And that's how it's all a scam. Everything is a scam in this place, man. Let me see. James 5. Well, James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted. Yeah, because how you get them? How did you get your riches, man? This is how you got them. Let me see. Sirach 10. We'll come back over there. Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, the way this insurance things are set up, you read the fine print. That's an unrighteous dealing, man. All right. People not understanding certain concepts, terminologies, you know what I'm saying? The language, how things are written. You get some fast talking jive turkey to put you in hope and speaking you fair. You know what I'm saying? Putting you at ease, whole time he robbing you, man. Injuries and riches gotten by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. And we're in the process of the kingdom being translated. These are the type of things that's going to happen. All right. All these things are leading up to Jacob's trouble, the mark of the beast, World War III, the return of Yahushua and the holy host of angels, the epic climatic battle. All these things going to precede the kingdom of heaven. He says, back in Barakatah Yahbashim Yahushua is 144. Back in James 5 and 2. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Why? Because you got old money. You done had all the money for a long time, and it's just sitting. You ain't doing nothing with it. You ain't helping the world with it. And I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about them gold bars that them Rothschild families just got just sitting in vaults and places. Because, when certain things sit, like money. I was watching a clip, a guy buried Nipsey Hussle, whatever, right? but his brother buried some money and it sat for years and it got damaged. So how much more these people? All right, they ain't putting the money to use. They not helping. That's how it's a witness against them. They just hoarding it up. It says, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. What you think you gonna start afresh and new in your new kingdom? You know, with all the money. It says, behold, the higher, because that's what they do. They just, when the kingdom going down, they that sitting there, look, you watch the movies, you watch the little situations when the people that's already got in the know, they know something, they be like, no, this place ain't gonna make it. What they do, they get as much money as they can to start fresh. They don't care about the people. Look, when you watch 300, right, when the E-Force, whatever they call, when they traded on Leonidas, which is fictional, but the analogy is still ring true. All right, they saw and believed that he can't beat the Persian army, so they sold out. They got some money before the ship fell down. Right, it says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud." Yeah, it's all fraud, man. What's that? Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. Let me see. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. So our people, man, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, just sitting ducks out here to just keep getting molested. But bringing it back to that meme, you're not poor, you're getting robbed, which we are poor too. But the poor is getting robbed through all these different agencies, man. So on one hand, it's like, yeah, the guy got his just desserts, he got his comeuppance, but on another hand, it's deeper than that. All right, he ain't a big fish like that. All right. It says, and as much surveillance as they got, you think that was just some? No, that wasn't just some disgruntled guy who grandmother got duped and he sat out and watched him. So, no, come on, man. All these damn cameras, they ain't caught dude yet. Dude ain't caught yet. They got a face. They got like a partial face or something. But man, that could look like anybody, man. As much surveillance as they got in the world, as much cell phone and cameras and drones and satellite, man, please. All right. He was going to tell. He wasn't going down by himself. All right. Allegedly. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. So, these type of things been going on for decades, centuries, man. And now we at the point where the Lord is actually about to start taking action, where he's already taking action. All right. We at that point, the Lord going to take action against these things, man. It says that ye have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. Yeah, you're buying private islands. Wanton means you don't have no regard for your actions. You just doing whatever you want to do. You have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. I broke this down wrong not too long ago. The apostle was like, the way that you having a feast, you slaughter an animal. All right, you nourish your hearts like you just reveling, man. You done got the goat. You done cooked it in the ground like Issachar. And it's just, it says, ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. Verse 7, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth and have long patience for it until he received the early and latter rain. And that's where we at now. See all these things happening to these people. Oh, one of the Rothschilds burned up in a fire. Hey, that's prophetic, man. A so-called Rothschild burned up in a fire. The Lord coming back to set this place ablaze, to set this place on fire, right? To destroy it. And who's the leading family? Who's the leading family? One of them, the Rothschilds. All right. That's not ironic, man. That's not a coincidence, man. That's spiritual. So anyway, with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakodash, Shalom.